exciting, as we like to say. So we're going to meet some of your patients. First up is Pat, who wanted a cheek implant. Is that right?
Well, not a cheek implant.
She wanted a beef
Pat
upper cheek.
is a very attractive woman who's in her 40s, but she has a tough career life and balances with the family life. So you can see she's lost a lot of volume in her face. She has the circles under her eyes, the prominent lines. So what we did with Pat was we filled in her cheeks with Restylane. We gave her what I call a filler facelift. This lifts the face instead of pulling it by filling it. Here she is immediately afterwards. Notice she's a little red. Couple marks on her face, but that goes away very quickly.
Okay. And we'll find out if it hurts from them. But I've had some of that done, and you put an animal Jesus on it.
Yeah, we put a topical cream that numbs the skin.
All right, let's bring Pat out and see what she looks like. Come on out, Pat. Oh. Very nice. But you know, it doesn't like press down when you squeeze it, right? It's not.
It feels totally natural on Pat's face, but look at the change. We've given her a filler facelift. We lifted the cheeks. We've taken away the circles and the puffiness under her eyes. We softened the lines from the nose to the mouth, and we lifted the corners of her mouth so she doesn't look sad anymore. She always looks happy.
Did you put the Restylane in her eyes
over there? We put it below the eyes to lift up the skin and eliminate the groove and take away the puffiness.
So that must have hurt. Moderately. A little bit. Let's tell the truth. It hurts.
But you know, vanity is the base.
You must suffer to look beautiful.
And the makeup also helps too. And once you apply the makeup, it
it
the whole package.
Exactly.
How much does it cost? And would insurance have covered this for Pat?
First of all, no cosmetic procedures are covered by insurance.
Okay.
The Restylane costs about $500 and up per syringe, and that varies in different parts of the country. We use several on Pat, and her cost in New York would be about $3,000.
But it does last 6 to 8 months, as you said.
6 to 8 months, and
it's not a facelift. You don't have to cut.
No, but it does lift the face by filling.
Right. Okay. Stuff it in.
You look good.
You look great. Next up is Sandra, right? Now, why was she a good candidate?
Sandra was a great candidate because she was always plagued by tiny lips, and you can see her face is quite full. So what we did with Sandra is we filled out her lips with Restylane, and we gave her a voluptuous mouth, as well as elevating the corners of the mouth. She's a little red afterwards, but this subsides quite quickly.
But that mouth looks way too big now.
Well, let's take. You're a little swollen after the treatment. That's natural. You're swollen from the top to pull out a
set of cream. Because she would have taken a knife to you with that.
I don't know.
So it goes down. We're going to see her now.
So let's take a look at her now.
It looks great. You know, it's very natural.
Don't smile for a second. Let's look at you.
Doesn't she look great? Notice her full mouth.
Oh,
but also notice she doesn't have these puppet lines anymore. We lifted the whole lower portion of her face by filling in the lips.
Marvelous.
It looks great.
But remember Goldie Hawn in the First Wives Club? Be careful with the lips. Don't go bananas on that. Right?
Right. Everything has to be done in moderation. We want patients to look natural.
That's right. You look great.
Yeah, you do.
Are you happy?
I love it. And how long before it went down? 2 days. Oh, so it's not bad. Absolutely. Okay, you look great. And finally, we have Lisa. She's up next. What did you do to her?
Well, Lisa's a young woman in her early 30s, but she also wanted fuller lips, and she was tired of looking kind of tired, and we filled in the circles under her eyes again, and we lifted her cheekbones. So we gave her cheekbones, we filled in the circles. Here we are injecting the material in the lips and in the cheekbones.
It looks worse than it feels.
And here she is immediately afterwards. Notice a little redness, a little swelling, but let's take a look at her now.
Okay, let's bring her out. Come on out, Lisa. Let's see before and after.
Don't smile for a second.
I think you see a significant difference in the circles under her eye. She has a fuller cheek. We've given her the cheekbone she wanted, and we've enhanced her lip moderately, so it looks natural. These look like lips she was born with.
How many of these procedures can you do at one time?
You can do as many areas of the face as a patient wishes.
Really? Don't you think that she's too young to do this? How old are you, honey? You're in your early 30s? 34. You're
34, but lips really have nothing to do with age. A lot of people that are young have small lips and they want them enhanced.
But do you recommend this for young girls?
I don't recommend. It's not about the chronological age. It's about biological age. So if somebody has a defect in their face that's bothering them, we can fix it easily and safely. Why not do it?
All right.
Okay, because it doesn't hurt her. That's right. All right. Well, you look great. You do look great. But you look great before, I must say. What about at-home products? Because it's still expensive.
It is
expensive. It lasts a long
expensive.
time, but it's not cheap.
Right. So we do have several at-home products that help the lips. We have the Garden